YouTube, this is Chan for Zan, and today I will be reviewing my back-to-school applications for my back-to-school application series. This is currently part 2, but if you guys would like to see part 1, I'll leave a link right over there, or else I'll just leave it at the end of the video in the presentation there, so no need to worry. But right here, let me begin the review off with the application iBooks. iBooks is a mobile bookstore right there in your pocket. You're allowed to read books and PDFs, whatever you may need to read, right here in the iBooks application. There is a bookstore, a full bookstore, which I'll get into in just a moment, that you're allowed to access through this application as well. This application was developed by Apple themselves, and they have done a tremendous job. Right here on the home screen, you're going to have your books presented in a nice bookshelf presentation. Right up here, you'll have your Edit tab, which will allow you to either move books around or just delete books altogether, or simply hold it and just move it around like that. So that's really nice. If you guys want to go right into the bookstore, I'll get into books in just a moment, but if you guys just want to go right into the bookstore, here you go. It's just like the iTunes store or the App Store. Just look around and find books that you want. It's organized very easily, so that's very nice. The one quick feature is that you will have your cloud stuff right here. So maybe all your books that have been purchased, they're right there. So that's very nice. And go back out to library. Right here on the books tab, this is a really nifty tab. This will open up all of your collections. So that's very nice. That's what they call it. And you can add more collections. It's just sort of the way you organize your books and just maybe whatever you may have in the application. So that's very nice. What I mean by whatever you may have in the application is that you're allowed to have PDFs right there. As you guys see, I don't have any, but I have used that feature before. So let's say I was maybe using Safari, and I might come across a PDF that I want to open up, and I don't want to open it up and maybe slide around and all that stuff right there. I just simply download it to my device, or just keep it on here for maybe a different type of use, and you can open it up right there. So that's very nice. Sometimes there are books online, and they may be free, so that's very nice, so you check that out. But overall, that PDF feature is a really nifty feature. Check that one out. But right here, let's say you wanted to open up a book. I'm just going to open up this one. The book reading experience is just awesome. It's almost better than reading an actual hard-covered book. I mean, this is just awesome. So right here, this is here's going to be your book. Let's say I was reading and all that stuff. Let's say maybe right across the top right here, I'm done. I wanted to bookmark it. Just hit bookmark. I'll never lose my page. That's really cool. All your page numbers are presented right there. It'll tell you how many you have left in the chapter and all that jazz. Really cool. Right up here, you will have your search, so you can search within a book. You can search on Google or Wikipedia, so that's also cool. Very nice. Right up here on your A tab, or your adjustment tab, I guess you could call it. This will edit your font size, big or small. So small or big, I guess you could say right there. The fonts right here for more font sizes. And let me go back out. Let me hit that again. And then right here, it'll edit your sepia tint. So like right here, mine was orange just a second ago, but as you see right there, it went white. I liked it like that. Let me turn it back on. And right there, it offers you like a more of an orange-yellow type of glow. So that's really cool. Right here, it just offers you your table of contents and all of your bookmarks right there. So like I said, you'll never lose a page. That's really nice. I'm going to go back out into the library, and this is a really nifty application. That is iBooks. Nextly, I will review the application Words with Friends. Words with Friends is one of the most addicting applications ever released for the App Store, and this is just an absolutely amazing application. Basically, all it is like Scrabble, except you're not obligated to take your turn right then and there. You can maybe take it a week later after maybe somebody that you may be playing, which, by the way, it's all via internet connection, so I could play with somebody all the way around the world, or just maybe my next-door neighbor. Whoever it is, I can play just like that. But back to what I was saying, let's say I wanted to maybe take my turn next week, and they just took their turn yesterday. It doesn't matter. There is a time limit, but typically you would take your turn within the time limit. Otherwise, you'll just force you to resign. But right here in the top right here, you'll have your Add tab. So this is how you'll actually add a game. You can log in through both Facebook and Twitter, and your Zynga account will suffice as well. So if you don't have an account with those websites, you can just use your Zynga account. Right up here, like I said, Facebook login, Facebook friends, search through that. Random opponent, usernames, it will search your contact list, so if you want to play someone like that, you may. And then a pass and play, which is really nice. I got into that. Right here on news, that will allow you to just maybe see all the news that is surrounding Words with Friends, so keep that in mind. Right down here, this will open up your current game going on. These are all the games that are ended right down here, so these are all my games right there. and then you can also create a game right down there. I'm going to hop right into the game that I currently have available or playing. It's not my turn, but this will work. Like, let's say I wanted to maybe take a turn. Let's say I wanted to maybe put up this word tin right there. I may just hit play, and then it's just like that. It'll take your turn. But that would be your turn. There are all of your power-ups right down here. You'll have your triple word, that's my personal favorite. Double letter right there in the blue, triple word in orange, double word in red, and triple letter in green. So that's very nice right there. Keep that in mind. A lot of people don't know about that, which is shocking. But that's really good right there. And then right up here, if you want to chat with your opponent, you may. So that's really nice. Overall, this is a really addicting application. A reason it's in this review for a back-to-school series is because, one, it helps bolster your vocabulary. That's the argument you can make. But two, it's a good, I guess, mindless game, I guess you could play as well. So it's something to break the monotony. That's a good application to have. That is Words with Friends. Nextly, I will review the application Google. This is a really nifty application, especially if you're using it for like a school purpose, which I have done multiple times. This is a really nifty application as well. If anybody who's watching this video uses the Google Chrome browser, this is just as fast, sort of. Google Chrome, as you guys may know, some may like it, some may hate it, but I think it's a really fast browser, and that's what I think this is as well. It's just a really fast application. It's not a browser, but it's just a straight search, like the Bing application, just like that. This application offers many features, like right down here you'll have all of your apps that you have. So if you do have a Google account, or maybe not, all your features right here. Google Docs, you can access that right here. Shop or Earth, which just takes you to the page to download it. Maybe Google Buzz, the failed Twitter type of deal. Gmail, all that stuff right here. So any services Google offers is right there in apps. Right over here on the picture, or right over here you'll have your search options. So you can either search with just a regular type in word search, or else you could just do a voice search and a picture search. We're gonna hop right into the voice search. YouTube. Typically, it is fairly accurate. So, like right there, it opens up YouTube. So that's really nice, or the search for YouTube. So that's very nice. Right over here, it'll also do a camera search, which is my favorite feature of this application. So simply take a picture of whatever you may want to search. And then you're going to have all these boxes, which all search for different things. Some search for titles, some search for company names, just any information that they find they can search, they'll take it. So like right there, it'll tell me App Store gift card. If I wanted to actually search that, it'll give me a picture right up here of what App Store gift cards look like, especially this one. And then it'll take me to the website to where I could actually purchase one. So that is really nice. Right over here, and lastly, let's say I wanted to maybe search it, maybe Google News or shopping, videos, whatever I may need right there, you may do, which is really nifty. That's sort of a bug. But overall, this is a really nifty application. It's just a really fun, easy, simple to use application. I use it for school purposes all the time. I recommend checking that one out as well. That is Google. And lastly, I will review the application Pages. Pages is $9.99 on the App Store, and the reason I mention it is because, as expensive as it may sound, it is probably the niftiest, most useful applications I have reviewed for this series. What this is like having a text editor in your pocket. Pages allows you to edit text or like Word documents and just make your own documents in general right there. So that's very nice. Right here on the home screen, you're going to have a few different options. You're going to have Add, Edit, and then you'll have your documents presented right there. Currently, I only have two, one that's just completely blank. When you actually first open up the application, it'll give you Getting Started. What that is just really your like a guide or a tutorial to how to use the application, which is really nifty because that's a really useful, that was a really good idea. That's really good to have. Right up here on the Add tab, that's what I'm going to get into. You can copy documents from iTunes, iDisk, and WebDAV. So if you use any of those services, you may copy files from right there or documents from right there. And then right here on Create Document, there you go. It gives you a ton of different templates to use. You have a poster, a syllabus, recipe, flyer. That's just a few. Formal letter, classic letter, all that you need right there. Let's say I just wanted to I'm going to actually get into we'll go into project proposal. Let's say I wanted to do this. You can obviously do the blank and make your own, and however you may need it. The reason I'm using this one is because it should give me some stuff to play around with, so that's really cool. So it'll give me your template and your format right there. Obviously, you can edit it to whatever you want. You can add in your own pictures. You can add in just your own text. Whatever you may need is right there. Let's say I want it to go right down here. I can get rid of all that, just like that. and then I could maybe put my, so like let's say I wanted, project, I'll go out there, I wanted to maybe do this, I'll just use that picture right there, pool, I don't know, pool project, same thing, yeah, right there, then like right down here, maybe I'll put my name, I'll put a name, and then I'll just go right here, and I'll put Chan for Zan. Right there is my YouTube name. Then right there you go. And then you can obviously just text and type and all that stuff right in here, which is really nifty. Right up here, you will have your function to add pictures right there into your application. Right over here, you can add in tables, charts, and shapes. If you want to add in a table, it'll give you a table to choose from. However you may need to edit that, it's right there. Add in media, like I said, charts and shapes. And then right over here, just back out. Settings right here, if you want to actually save it, you can print it. You can search within your document, set up your document, it'll give you a ruler, all that stuff is right there. Overall, this is the niftiest application that, for the Back to School series in general, it's just awesome. I like this a lot. But overall, I recommend checking this one out. It is $9.99 on the App Store. $9.99, not $99, $9.99, $10. But it's universal, so I recommend checking this one out as well. A really good application. So overall, those are all my applications for the Back to School series. This is part 2. Click on part 1 right there. But overall, let me recap the applications once more. iBooks, Words with Friends, that is the free version, Google, and Pages. Those have been my applications. I thank you guys for watching this review and following this series. And overall, I ask you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And overall, have a great day. For more app reviews and videos by Chan for Zan, please click on one of the links above.